Hello, Meat Week is here. But for players who haven't done it, it can be pretty confusing. Especially because there's no specific instructions on what to do unless you read the wiki. So let me walk you through how to do it. Then we'll look at the more interesting prizes that you can win, so we can see if you want to go for them.
Get more prime meat!
Every 15 to 20 minutes you'll get a Primal Cuts event. You start the event by playing the drum at the center. That will attract a bunch of animals towards you. They come in 4 waves, and you have to kill the marked prime animals. The Butcher perk does not seem to give you more prime meat, but it does help with other types of meat. The waves will get progressively stronger, and the event ends when you defeat them all, or when the timer runs out. Successfully finishing the event will give you prime meat that you can use later. It does rot, so having a refrigerated backpack, or the Good with Salt perk will help you keep them for longer. If you're far enough up the scoreboard and have Fallout first, the Cryo Fridge will help too. It seems that you get 2 events at once, and the enemies are based on where they pop up. Events in regions with harder enemies seem to give you more prime meat, and the mire seems to give you the most. So pick the one you want and start collecting the meat. If you're fast enough, you can do both events. The other half of Meat Week is Graham's Meat Cook event. It's about progressing the bar on the top right. There's 3 stages marked with icons. You fail the event if you don't reach the first one, but reaching later ones improves the rewards you can get. A list of things you can do to progress the event. You can find the drums and the spits on the raised platforms either side of the center roast pit. The passive activities, just like playing the instruments during one violent night. The unique factor is that they let you progress the bar before it appears. They still give you progress during the event, and you get a bonus if all the spits or drums are being used. But the important thing is that you can get progress before the event proper starts. So make sure you get on them if you happen to arrive early enough. The roast pit at the center has spits and pots where you can deposit your prime meat. You donate it in stacks of 5. So for example, if you have 12, it will take 2 lots of 5, but not the last 2. The maximum is 15 per meat cook event. Each stack you deposit gives you a bonus for about 15 minutes. One stack stops you getting hungry, and if you get hit, there's a chance you'll damage enemies with a fart. 2 stacks does the same, plus a 15-point bonus to your maximum hit points. The 3rd stack increases that to a 30 hit point bonus, and a 5% XP bonus. You also get 5 legendary script for each stack, so you can get an extra 15 script for each event. It's a small extra reward for doing the Prime Cuts events. Another thing you can do is feed Charlie the Moo Moo. You may have to do at least 1 meat cook event to get the recipe, but you can craft it with vegetables before the event, and give it to Charlie when the event starts. Make sure you do these as soon as the progress bar appears, so you don't forget. You can also collect animal chunks and greens. You find small animals like opossums, squirrels and chickens behind the shed. Every loot doesn't work, so you have to individually collect the meat chunks. Submit them at the shopping trolley in the shed to progress the bar. Next to that you'll see the container for greens. They look like the plants behind the container, and you can find them scattered around the site. Bring them back for more progress. If you want, you can also submit wood in the pile next to the cooking pot. You can also clean up rotten meat, poop piles, and put out fires around the place. They look like the scorched beast poop you see at the line in the sand event. And the fires look like small grass fires. You have to interact with them to remove them. Make sure to prioritize this, because if you leave them, they actually decrease progress. Once the event is over, you'll get rewards depending on how well you did. You can get the Bloody Chef and Charlie the Moo Moo costumes. Both come with a hat and a body attire. The Grillmaster's hat drops as part of the event, but the body costume needs to be bought at the Atomic Shop. There's a fair number of plans for unique items too. Many are unique camp items. The meat cleaver is a thrown weapon that does a lot of damage, and you can usually recover most of them. If you haven't tried thrown weapons yet, you might be surprised at how effective they can be. And of course the pepper shaker. This is the major prize of Meat Week, so I covered how it plays in a separate video. If you want to see if it's worth the grind for you, then you should check it out. But suffice to say that the only way to get the plan is through this event or buying it from a player vendor. The chances of any individual item dropping are about 1.6% per event, so if you want everything, you should do the meat cook event as often as possible. The event will run for about 2 weeks. It will end on the 13th of September, so you should have plenty of time to take part. So there you go. Hopefully this walkthrough made things a little easier for you. Good luck, and hopefully Iron Jesus is with you. Thanks for watching all the way to the end. Let me know what you thought about it in the comments. Feel free to leave a like, subscribe and hit the bell button to be notified when new videos come out. See you soon.